What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Since I bought my Walther PDP, I've been searching for a holster. I haven't been able to find any that I liked until now, so let's take a look at it. I was looking all over for a holster for my Walther PDP, and that's one thing I hate is searching for a holster. You go down that rabbit hole and it doesn't have everything you like, or it doesn't look like it's quality, whatever the case is. I have a whole pile of holsters for a bunch of different guns. I don't think I have two that are the same brand at all, because I'm constantly trying to find one that I like. But I think I've finally done that. Like with all my other guns, it was a struggle for the Walther, but I finally got one. A while back, I bought a holster for my Hellcat Pro from a company called Brothers. I showed this holster in my everyday carry update video that I did. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it below so you can go check it out. But I've been carrying this holster since last year. This gun has been my everyday carry since I got it, and this holster is one of the most comfortable that I have. It's been reliable. I haven't had any of the screws come loose like on a lot of other holsters, and I really love the monoblock clips. I've been watching Brothers website for a while, hoping they were going to come out with a light bearing holster for the PDP. Finally, I ended up just reaching out to Brothers, sent him an email. He said they didn't have a light bearing holster for the PDP at the time, but they were throwing the idea of adding that holster to their lineup. He emailed me back, told me he'd get one in the works, and got this thing sent out to me. I've been packing this thing around for the last 2 weeks or so, just getting a feel for it, see how I like it, see how the comfort level is. And I gotta say, it's awesome. It is just like the holster I got for my Hellcat. Same quality, same everything. I ordered it with the monoblock belt clips. That's the only way to go in my opinion. I hate the holsters that I have with little plastic clips. They're really chintzy. I've had a couple break. They don't seem to grab my belt as good as these. So these monoblock belt clips are my go-to now. I ordered it with the mod wing. It's optics cut, so if you have a red dot, you're good to go there. The end of it is open, so if you have a compensator or threaded barrel or anything like that, for a guy like me that's got a gut on him, I threw this concealment wedge on there just to kick that thing back into my body a little bit, because my belly kind of pushes it away from my body and it prints a little bit, so that concealment wedge kind of kicks it back into my body. This holster does have the mod wing. You can leave it on, take it off, whatever you want, but that leans right up against your belt and kind of forces it back into your body. And then with this concealment wedge that I got, it kicks it back into my belly a little bit so it doesn't print like I was saying. As you can see, this thing fits in there awesome. Locks in nice and tight. This holster has adjustable retention, which is right here. You just tighten or loosen that if you want the gun a little bit tighter, a little bit looser. Whatever clip system you get, it has different holes for different adjustments. You can have it higher or lower, which will sink it down in your pants a little more, or have it up a little more, however you like it. One thing I typically do is when I get these set where I want them, as far as the ride height and stuff like that, I pull those screws out and put a little bit of blue Loctite on them just so it locks it down. Because there's been numerous times that I've had those screws loosen up and you don't notice, and then you got to find new screws for it because they're gone. Another good thing about this holster is it fits my wife's PDPF. That fits in there nice too. This is a 3.5 inch version. I don't know if you can see, it does sit up in there a little bit further. I'm sure a holster made for this gun would be cut up a little bit higher, but it's nice that that fits in there also in case my wife one day lets me borrow her gun. She's a little particular about them. Now, as much as I like this holster, it doesn't come without its faults. One thing right off the bat that I noticed when I got this is right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it right here on this inner lip. It's almost like it didn't get buffed out perfectly, or there's like a little ridge right there, which is causing me a little bit of problem when I was practice kind of dry fire and drawing from this holster, trying to get that back in there kind of at an angle. It was kind of hanging up on the light a little bit. Now it's easy enough to fix. I'm just gonna file it down, but I haven't yet because I wanted to show you guys. But one thing I do wish is that that kind of leading edge right here was a little bit beveled, or maybe even rolled out a little bit for kind of a smoother funnel when you're reholstering your gun. Also, another thing I wish this holster had was an adjustment for the mod wing. It's only got 2 holes where that bolts on. I wish there was 1 extra hole up here so that you could move this up 1 more spot if you adjust your clip up. See, on this clip I have it on the top holes right now, and this concealment wing sits a little bit low on my belt. You can see kind of where the belt is, the top of that hits right in the center. I wish there was 1 hole where I could move that up so it's even right in line with that belt clip. This holster I have for my Hellcat, you can see I have it in the lower holes, and that mod wing sits right perfect in line with that. But if I move that up, that mod wing is going to sit down a little more. But it would be nice to be able to move that up with your clip if that's how it fits comfortably for you. I don't know, maybe there's a reason they don't. Maybe it gets in the way of getting your purchase on that gun when you're drawing. I think there's enough room that you could put another hole in there and move it up just a little bit so it gets all that pressure off your belt, pushing that into your body. But like I said, you can order these any way you want. They have a bunch of different clip options. You can order it with or without the mod wing. You can order whatever color you want. They have a bunch of different colors and patterns. They all come ready for optic height sights, so they're all tall enough that you can fit whatever sights you want. I forgot to mention, like with all my videos, I'll have a link in the description that'll take you to our website, and I'll have links for all the stuff that I show in the videos. I'll have a link to this holster and any parts and products and stuff like that that I've done to this gun. I've done quite a few videos on this. If you haven't seen those, I'll link them below so you guys can go check those out. I'm gonna throw this thing on real quick, show you guys how it conceals on my body. So here's what that looks like on me. I'm just wearing a t-shirt and shorts. It conceals fine on me. Like I mentioned, I do put that concealment wedge on there just to tuck it back into my gut a little bit so it doesn't stick out and print like that. That concealment wedge just kind of cocks the top of that back just a little bit. It's extremely comfortable. I can sit down in it. I've been leaving it on when I'm sitting watching TV and stuff like that just to make sure that just so I can get comfortable with it, and it hasn't caused any problems for me. Also, if you guys are looking for a belt, this is the belt that I run. Let me pull it off real quick. This is a Next belt, gun belt. It's a pretty stiff belt for concealed carry. It has a ratcheting system on it. Ratchets in, and then it has this button that you just loosen it up, push the button, loosen it up, suck it up tighter. This has been my favorite belt. I've been wearing this for probably a year and a half now, and it's been holding up pretty good for me. I wear this thing every day to work. It hasn't given me any problems. I'll also have a link for this over at the build list. If you follow that link in the description and go to our website, you can check out this also. But this is my favorite EDC belt. I also have a Core Essentials belt that I kind of put away. It was too stiff for me, and I didn't really like it as much as this one. So that's my new Four Brothers holster for my Walther PDP. This thing has been awesome. It's been comfortable. I've been carrying it every day since it showed up. So if you're looking for a holster for your PDP, go check them out. They're made right here in the USA. The best part is their shipping time. From the time you order to the time they ship is like 24 to 48 hours. So they have extremely fast turnaround time. You're not waiting a month and a half for them to build a holster for you. They bang them out real fast and get them to you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll check you guys on the next one.